and I'm gonna be sharing with you the best investments that I can offer you. Not really can offer you, but I can share with you na pwede nyo pong paglagyan. Passive income po ito. Hindi po ito investments na ikaw po ang magtitinda. Like for example, there are these investments na let's say pwede mo ilagay sa food cart, etc. Food cart ikaw kailangan mo mag-manage doon. So here, this is passive income. So when we talk about passive income, it's not really that much of a return, right? But it's so much better than the bank. How much better than the bank? How much are you getting if you place your 13th month bonus in the bank, diba? Annual is around pero annual returns mo is less than 2% pa nga diba? Plus minus pa ng taxes that you incur for for the gains, diba? So napakaliit lang, and the passive income that I'm gonna be giving you is place around 8% to unlimited, yung pinaka-best na pwede natin paglagyan na percentage, right? So, wala po siyang limit. So, yeah, and these are legitimate and tested na investments. Hindi po sila scam para sa inyo, alright? So, kasi, if we talk about 10% returns, that's basically 10 times better than placing your money in the bank, right? And then, why not put it there? And it's for passive income. Wala kang ginagawa, tumutubo ang pera mo ng ganun. That's amazing. That's a good investment for you. I have a video about how much is best talaga na percentage na return for a passive income investment. Right? You can search for that in my YouTube channel. But anyways, let's start today's topic. Before that, I want to read some of the comments. Air Plata, good morning, Coach Lloyd and Miss Apple and Laika. Good morning po. Charlie guys, good morning, Sir Lloyd and Laika. Air Plata, good, nice topic as usual, Coach. Thank you so much. AC Marimat, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Louis, how to invest in Mainsta.org po. Alright, let's talk about that. That's one of my recommendations sa inyo today. Mads, Eric Mata, AT and ISM Lodi. Alright, so we'll go to the stock market after our main topic for today. So let's start with the main topic. Alright, let me just ready my slides. Actually, they're here. Let me just run it really quick. And I'll share to you the general idea of the investment, and then what are the anong maganda at what I can see na medyo disadvantage siya. Okay? Right, so, alright, let me share my screen. Ayan po. Top 5 passive income investments for your 13th month bonus. If you have any idea about passive income investments, saan maganda, if you have any that you're invested in already and you think is good, please share it to the comments. Babasahin po natin yun mamaya on top of the top 5 passive income investments na recommendation ko po sa inyo. Okay? Please note that when you invest, right, the higher the returns, the higher the risk po, ha? So, hindi po ibig sabihin ito na sure na ito. There are risks, but so far, so good. We haven't experienced any bad instances from these investments yet, pero it can happen. So yeah, so make sure alam nyo po ang risk management dito. So that's the reason why we diversify also, kasi pag bumagsak ang isa, at least if you follow these 5, put money here in each one of them. If one fails, then at least the other four are growing still. So that's the beauty of diversification. So anyways, going back to the topic, top 5 passive income investments for your 13th month bonus. Number 1 po, right? It's really available for everyone. Napakadali lang po nito. Halos lahat po tayo. If you have 13th month pay, then most probably you have a PAGIBIG MP1 program. There is this one that we call the PAGIBIG MP2 program. MP2 program. Right? MP2 tuloy. MP2 program. Last year, I'll just make it an average. For the past 3 years, ang average niya po is 7 to 8% returns niya annually. Ang kagandahan po nito, it's run by the government, so it's very safe. Number 1, that's what we're looking for. It's very safe. Okay? And napakalaki po ng kagandahan nito is you can put money in this monthly. So whenever you save, you put it here. If ever you place money here every month, the power of compounding interest, I hope you research about that if you don't know what compounding interest means. That's for a different topic kasi, but the power of compounding interest, mas malaki ang kita nito over time, right? Compounding interest po ginagamit namin, right? We use it for for really saving, right? That's the best way of saving, okay? Ganito kasi yan. Let's say 5 years from now, you have a goal of, let's say, I want to have 1 million pesos 5 years from now, right? So what you do is, you save money, and then, lagay mo sa bangko, oy, 100,000 na, oy, 200,000 na, 300,000 na, oy, 1 million na, ganito, ganyan, di ba? So that's what we usually do. But if you put it on a savings program that has compounding interest like PAGIBIG MP2 program, yung, for example, this year, meron akong 20,000 na 13th month pay. So, ilagay ko dito, yung 20,000 na yan, tumutubo na siya, right? Now, next month, let's say, lagyan ko ng 1,000 pesos. So, basically, 21,000 na yung tumutubo, plus yung interest nun, dumadagdag pa sa tubo. So, exponentially, it grows rather than just saving the money in the bank na halos hindi tumutubo. Okay? So, it's much better than saving it in the bank. Okay? Disadvantage, what I would say, isa sa mga disadvantage of PAGIBIG MP2 program, ito lang, 5 years po lock ang money nyo. Right, so it should be money that you do not need right away. Let's say, for example, patubuhin ko to ng 1 taon kasi next year magsuschool ng anak ko and I will need the money. So, MP2 program is not for this kind of money, right? Before you invest, always ask yourself, what is this money for? Kailangan ko ba to in the short term or in the long run pa or in the long term ko pa gagamitin? So, if it's on the short term, let's say 2 years, hindi pwede sa MP2 program sa iyo. Right? Because this is, may 5 years lock-in po ang pera ninyo dito sa MP2 program. And you can put money here monthly. Okay, so andyan po ang link so that you don't have to type it manually. Andyan po sa video description yung link ng PAGIBIG MP2 program so that you will know more details about it. So, ganda po ng FAQ na yan, so you'll know more about it. Best about this is, minimum po nito every month is 500 pesos lang po. Ang ganda po ng 7% to 8% na tubo, and it's safe. So, it's medium returns, right? I call this medium returns na yung mga ganitong level na 10%. So, these are medium returns na investments already, right? Mga slow returns are the banks, very low risk, pero very low returns. Meron tayong mga bonds na tigti 3% annually, 4%. Those are the slow returns. But this is the medium return, 7 to 8%, mga 10% na returns. Right? And then there's the high reward investments. Yun yung sumasobra na ng 20% above. So those are high rewards already. Okay, this is medium returns and very low risk because this is run by the government. Check it out, MP2 program. All you need to do is go to PAGIBIG and then inquire about it. They'll give you a form. And then, siguro, mga 30 minutes lang, you can already start your MP2 program. Okay? So, this is one, right? One of the best out there. So, basically, I'm ranking this from the return. So, number 1 lang ito, pero ito yung least sa top 5. Right? Sa top 5. Next is, right, FARMON.PH. I hope you've heard of FARMON.PH already. Okay? FARMON.PH is a crowdfunding website where, from the word farm on, right, ang mga farmers po ang nakikinabang dito, right? Alam niyo naman po na ang problema ng mga farmers dito sa Pilipinas is access to funds, 'di ba? So nahihirapan sila kumuha ng funds, nangungutang pa sila sa bangko, etc. from loan sharks pa nga yung iba, right? So here, this is the meeting grounds of farmers and investors. So kung gusto mo tumulong sa mga farmers, FARMON.PH is your link to them, right? So they will post a project. Or for example, magsisimula sila ng isang cycle, magtatanim na sila for January. So December, lalagay nila yung project nila on FARMON.PH, and you have the ability to invest in it. Right? Pwede nyo lagyan ng pera, matatanggap ng farmer, then there is a contract, and then after that, pag nag-harvest na, bibigyan kayo ng farmer ng mag-share kayo ng profits. So, usually around 10% ng investment mo binabalik ng farmer, right? So, this is very good because it is investing for a cause, right? And so far so good. Maganda naman ang feedback sa FARMON.PH. Those are the advantages of this very high-tech na, online na, pwede ka na maghanap ng farmer. It's easy to look for a farmer to help already because of this. And you have the ability to choose what farms do you want to invest on? Palay ba? Mga fruits ba? Mga crops. Meron pa nga dito isda but minsan lang yon. But anyways, That's the advantage of it. So far, I will consider this as an advantage because the payouts are there. Um, Na-feature na sila sa mga TV shows, etc. And they're legitimate. Okay? So, legitimate po sila. So, 10%, that's already very good. That's 10 times better than your bank for passive income. Okay? And another advantage is one cycle lang, right? So, after the farm, after harvest, kita ka agad, right? So, it can happen na pwede kayong 2 beses kumita in 1 year. Pwede po yan mangyari, okay? For FARMON.PH, right? So, this is good, right? Siguro I will say the disadvantage of it is the volatility of farming itself, right? The volatility of farming itself kasi for example, palay, ang dami pong risk factor sa palay eh. Weather, baka bagyuhin, etc. Pests, baka magka problema sa pests. So, ang dami, flooding, etc. So, ang dami pong, may mga risk factors siya. But so far, so good na may mitigate naman. The way FarmOn mitigates the risk is, if ever may mangyari sa crop mo ngayon, FarmOn will make sure that the funds na linagay mo, hindi mawawala yan. Madedelay lang yung pay. They will forward it on the next cycle. And then, so next cycle na, makakuha ng pera. So, hindi naman, that's the way of sharing the risk with farmers. So, that's still very good, right? Hindi naman mawawala ang pera nyo. Madedelay lang yung returns, right? So, that's FARMON.PH. Around 10% po. Ayan po yung website nasa screen niyo. Just go to www.farmon.ph. Alright, to check it out. Next is SEEDIN, which is giving out 10%, right? Kung si FarmOn, mga farmers naman, mga farmers ang tinutulungan nyo, si SEEDIN naman are businesses, right? These are businesses that need funding. They go to SEEDIN, and this is my business. SEEDIN does the what they call this, due diligence for you. Rini-research pa ni SEEDIN yan before nila ina-allow yung business na mag-post for funding from people. So, it's still crowdfunding. SEEDIN checks the business kung legitimate ba, yung maganda ba yung location ng business, etc. Andun ba yung feasibility study nila, etc. If SEEDIN sees it is good, then they will allow the business to be posted in their website, and then people can invest in them also. Alright, I didn't get the details on how much yung minimum nila, pero ang alam ko 10,000 pesos tong si SEEDIN eh. So, si FarmOn naman, depende po yun sa crop, right? Depende rin. If you know this already, please post in the comments magkano yung minimum ni SEEDIN. Hindi ko na tinignan. FarmOn.PH also, please paki-check kung magkano yung minimum. We just placed money there directly kasi hindi namin chinak yung minimum. But anyways, SEEDIN.tech, yun po yung website niya. Advantage, it's so far, right, if you check the history of SEEDIN, wala pong negosyo na tinulungan nila na nalulugi pa. So, meaning, naka-payout po talaga si SEEDIN, right? So, yan, though, yun rin, kind of risky because you connect with the business and not SEEDIN itself. So, SEEDIN is not really, hindi po sila, what's the term? Pag nalugi, hindi sila makahabol mo si SEEDIN. Right? Same with FARMON.PH because you will be directed to the business eh. And same with SEEDIN. Right? So you'll be directed to the business. So pag nalugi, yung business ang hahabulin natin, hindi si SEEDIN. Okay? But anyways, SEEDIN gives out 10%. Very, very good returns din si SEEDIN. Okay? So you can check these out. So this is another crowdfunding investment that you can check out. Marami pa po dyan, right? Not just top 5. Marami pa po akong pwede mabigay sa inyo. Ang dami pang cooperatives dyan na pwede nyo pasukin. Just sharing you the most convenient ones, right? These are very convenient because they're online. Okay, napakabilis po. Alright, so SEEDIN is giving out 10%. Right? Before I go to number 4 and number 5, I want to check out the comments of everyone. Monlin, Raymond, Laksa, pa-shoutout po. Boss Lloyd, what can you say about cryptocurrencies? Profitable ba ang trade dito? Crypto right now is strictly for trading. Profitable ba ang trade dito? Yes, I know people who are profitable in trading it, but please understand that trading is not easy. Right, Francis Phelan, good morning. Emily Goltiano, annyeonghaseyo, good morning, Emily. Ras Biaka, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Hi po, good day. This is from Lori Soxon. Meron po kayong premium videos tungkol sa technical analysis? No, I don't. Hindi po ako nagpapa-premium ng mga videos. Alright, all my technical analysis videos are for free. It's in YouTube. You can check it out. Andyan din po sa video description yung mga technical analysis videos ko. You can check it out. Right, Ernani Benitez, good morning. Ernani, good morning. Robert, Merry Christmas po. Nice topic, Sir Lloyd. Nonoy Cab, Sir Lloyd, kailan po ba next seminar nyo dito sa Visayas or kahit Manila area, sir? We're planning one in Manila this January. So, hopefully, it will materialize. Right, Louis Londres Lerona, 1,000 yung minimum sa SEEDIN yan. 1,000 pesos po ang minimum sa SEEDIN. Thank you so much, Louis. Nino Guevara, hindi liable. So, yan, hindi sila liable. Right, that was the term. Right, I was looking for. Boss Lloyd, annual ba ang ROI ng mga yan? Right, so, si PAGIBIG MP2 program 5 years po, pero annual po, may growth po siya, pero it is only valid for if you hold it for 5 years. If you withdraw nyo po yung pera, hindi nyo po makukuha yung tubo, right? And the others are annual. Si SEEDIN at least every harvest, so if there will be 2 harvests in a year, pwede nyo pong makuha yon, dalawang beses, right? Si SEEDIN, you're only allowed 1 investment a year, so annual po siya. Patrick Ilagan, good morning, ISM po. Thank you po. I will watch today. Ano po risk ng MP2? Meron po ba? Alright, siguro ang pinaka-risk ng MP2 program is kung magka-problema economy ng country natin, and that's not really the case. Ang ganda ng economy natin ngayon. Plus, if ever magka-problema magka-problema man sa pera ang country natin, to pay off debts, country can always increase taxes. So, may pambayad sila sa mga inutangan nila. So, basically, umutang ang government natin through MP2 program. So, mababayaran kayo dyan. So, it's very low risk. Kaso nga lang, 7 to 8% lang returns niya, which is very good still, right? You diversify into this. Dapat importante yung pera, linalagay nyo dito sa mga low risks. Inuuna ko si MP2 program because it's the lowest risk, pinakamababang risk sa kanila. So, the higher the returns, medyo mas mataas ang risk. Right? So, please understand that. Right. One moment, please. On ko lang electric fan ko. Sobrang init. Sorry. Right. Hindi ko pala na-turn on yung fan ko. Okay. So, I'm back. We'll go back to the topic number 4 naman. Alright. So, I want to introduce to you. Alright. Let me share my screen. Ayan. Mangingisda.org. So, 10% plus. Pwede po siyang mag-plus. For the yung pilot project ni Mangingisda.org, 20% yung ginaranti niya sa mga investors for the pilot projects. Check out facebook.com/mangingisda.org. Right. So, what is mangingisda.org? It is a crowdfunding naman na website by an organization, a fisher folk organization of Mindanao, mga mangingisda ng Northern Mindanao, Lopezay na Northern Mindanao Association. Yan. So, this is their way of getting funds, right? I am one of the project heads dito sa mangingisda.org. Advantage here is direct po kayo sa association na deal. So it's the association itself is liable if ever magka-problema man, and we already have plans if ever magka-problema man, but so far wala naman, right? Check out this this Facebook page. Andyan po ang kagandahan po nito. Advantage of mangingisda.org is you're always updated. Nakikita nyo po mismo ang investments ninyo, right? The cages are there, the developments are there. So that's one of advantage of it. Disadvantage siguro, I can tell you, ang disadvantage is kakasimula pa lang, right? So it's just less than 1 year. So the first payout will be on June pa. So you can check that out. But check out the projects. Andyan naman po. And pangalan ko mismo nakataya dyan. So I will tell you personally, it's not a scam or anything. So I will use my name as a guarantee for that. But check it out first. Check out the video so that it can makita nyo po yung videos dyan. So that you can check yourselves if the business is real. Ang kagandahan po nito, 10% to 20% po, and then may loyalty bonus. So after 1 year, if you decide to pull your money out, you can. Or if you want to reinvest it for the second year, may loyalty bonus po sila na for now is plus 2% for the next harvest. If ever, for example, let's say for the next year, for the next harvest, next cycle is 15% ang makukuha mo for 1 year. For the loyalty bonus, if galing yun so last year, loyalty bonus is plus 2%, so magiging 17% po ang makukuha nyo instead of just 15%. So that's advantage of it. Please check the video out so you'll understand more about mangingisda.org. Alright, so yan. Again, disadvantage nito is kakasimula pa lang. So, ang payouts, first payout will be on June pa. So, there will be no, wala po kayong makikita pa dyan na testimony of any payouts. But, for FARMON.PH, may makikita na po kayo. Ang dami na pong tao nakaka-payout sa FARMON.PH and SEEDIN .tech, right? PH.SEEDIN.tech. So, these are 3 crowdfunding investments that we are in currently. So, very good very good returns. And at the same time, you're helping the businesses, right? Here, ang mga mangingisda na mga nasa Mindanao na tutulungan nyo kay FARMON.PH, yung mga farmers naman na mahirap, have less access to money, and si SEEDIN sa small businesses naman po ang sinusuportaan ninyo. Okay? So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 5, pinakamagandang passive income is, of course, eToro. Copy trading, right? Copy trading is what do you call this? I consider that passive income kasi wala pa yung ginagawa, right? You know that trading is very lucrative, right? Ang laki po ng pera sa trading. But then again, the higher the returns, the higher the risk. So, trading is very risky also, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Kung hindi nyo po alam anong ginagawa ninyo, malaki po chances mawawala ang pera nyo. There are people who are already good at trading. So, here's the problem. Here's the idea. Why not? Let the good traders do the trade for me. Oy, pwede kita bigyan ng pera, then ikaw mag-handle ng pera ko, right? So that's already happening in the real world. Those people are called fund managers. But they're very expensive kasi kung maliit lang pera mo, hindi ka papansinin mo ito because they get a percentage of the earnings that you get, and that's very small if maliit ang pera mo. Let's say for example, you only have 10,000 pesos. You let this person handle your money. Let's say ang returns niyan sa 10,000 pesos mo is 10% annual return. Let's say maganda na is 20%, nag 2,000 pesos. They get usually mga 10% from that. So they just earn 200 pesos from your 10,000 what do you call this? From your 10,000 pesos. So that's very small for them. So hindi kayo papansinin yan if ever maliit ang pera nyo. Here comes copy trading. Here in copy trading, wala pong limit sa pera. Kahit po $200 lang, you can already have someone very good in trading handle your trades for you. Okay? And it's for free. Wala yung traditional na fund managers, they will ask percentage of your earnings and management fees, etc. Sa copy trading, libre lang po. Okay? Si eToro na po nagbibigay ng pera sa mga nagpapakopya ng trades nila. Right? So here's a solution now. You can already find traders that are good in trading. Sila na po magte-trade para sa inyo. Right, so here I want to share to you something. Right, so this is my portfolio. I'm keeping it public. Nakikita po ng mga tao ang trades ko. And the beauty about eToro is statistics are public. If ever magpapakopya po ang isang trader ng trades niya or yung skills niya, sinishare niya sa inyo, he has to make his profile public. Napapakita po, kailangan po ipakita yung performance. For example, here, for this year, I'm already up 9.51%. So, basically, yung mga tao na kumopya sa akin last January earned around 9% for this year, right? So, at least dito makikita nyo po. Your task here na lang, right? Ito yung disadvantage dito. There is still something you need to do. And what is that? That is to look for people you want to copy, right? So just click on copy people if you already have an eToro account. By the way, if you want to create an eToro account, yan po ang link. Andyan po sa video description also ang link. If you use that link, that helps Financial Freedom 101 a lot so that we can continue these kinds of videos for you guys. So if you click on copy people, ang dami po dito may nire-recommend si eToro para sa inyo, but you can filter this out. May mga filters po dito. I strongly recommend you look at the medium risk score and lower risk scores because these are the traders who are very conservative in their trading, very sure with their trades. They only risk small amounts of money. The lower the risk score is, the better. Okay, so there are people who have low risk scores like this guy right here. His risk score is 4 only in the last 12 months, right? Last 12 months, I hope you can see that. Last 12 months, 52.70% po ang earnings niya. So if for example you copied him January, so more or less ang kita nyo na po ngayon is 52%. So if you put in 10,000 pesos and this guy, which is the minimum of copy trading, $200. So basically nasa mga 5,000 pesos na po ang kita nyo, no? Kalahati po, right? But then again, these are not guarantees for future what do you call this? For future na gains. So hindi po guarantee yan. So it can lower, pero at the very least makikita niyo performance niya. And not just this, if you click on this person, right, you can now do your research. You can look at his posts para po social media kasi si eToro, and then this one right here is the most important one, the statistics. You can see his performance. Even the years, the months na bagsak siya. For example, July he was negative 3.78, August he was negative 4.21%. Okay? So, makikita nyo po negative days, negative months niya, and you can see the good months. October, 16%. November is up 2.18%. December is up 0.10% already running. So, he's already 44% for this month. Alright? If you consider the 5% last December, yun po yung 52, right? So, you can see that, and then his risk scores, meaning the lower the risk, this person risks very low amounts, right? Makikita nyo po dito ang max drawdowns, meaning ito yung pinakamababa na narating niya. So yearly max drawdown niya is 11%. So basically, how you measure this is, are you willing to risk 11% yearly returns for 52% gains? So that's basically 1:5 risk to reward ratio. That's a very good risk to take. Okay, at a certain point, yung yearly drawdown niya, pinakamababa niyang inabot is 11.37, pero pinakamataas niya inabot naman is 52%. So, are you willing to risk 11% for 52% gains? I would say yes, right? That's a very good drawdown. Okay, so makikita niyo po dito, and not just that, makikita niyo po ano yung tinitrade niya. He's trading gold, he's trading what you call this, USD ZAR, yun yung forex, and then commodities also, makikita niyo po dyan, and you can see what is in his portfolio right now. You won't see how much he has as na pera, but you can see how much percentage of his port right now is in here. So he's holding oil at which is at -10 right now. So makikita niyo pong portfolio niya. Ngayon pula ang portfolio niya, meaning there's a very big chance that this can still go up, right? So we are looking at a very low peak at his portfolio. But anyways, you'll know more about this, right? But the good thing about this is if you think you like this person, you can copy him for just $200, and then you can copy multiple traders. So many people here you can look at. I strongly recommend you check out Olivier Danvel. If you're still natatakot pa kayo when it comes to trading, check out this guy right here. So Olivier Danvel, he is only up 8.43% this year, pero that's very low reward, but look at his risk. May pula ba? Wala, right? So very solid guy but low returns, pero napaka-sure po ng galaw niya. Look at the risk score, 1. Right? 1 lang risk score niya because he is very sure with his moves. How sure? For the past 3 years, wala pong pulang buwan sa kanya. Grabe po itong taong ito. Pero mas maliit ang returns niya compared to that person. Tingnan niyo yung drawdown. -7 yung yearly drawdown. So wala siyang wala siyang bagsak halos, right? So this is a person na you can check out if ever pessimistic pa kayo. I want you to diversify when you copy in eToro. So Olivier Danvel, then look for higher risk people na mas malaki ang return. So it balances out. So I have so much videos about eToro that you can check out in my YouTube channel. I have a walkthrough of the platform to guide you around the platform. So that's a different video. I won't talk about that here. But those are my top 5 investments na i-recommend ko po sa inyo for your 13th month pay. eToro is high risk, high reward. Right? Na mataas po ang reward. Nakita nyo po, pwede umabot ng 52%. I've seen people na nagpapakopya na umabot ng 300%, 100% in just 1 year. But those traders are very high risk also. So malaki din ang drawdown nila. Malaki rin ang pwede nyo ibagsak. Right? If ever ganon. So just go for the low risk, guys, if you wanna start, kung kaka-start nyo pa lang, so that you know the emotions behind investing in the stock market. So this is money markets, si eToro, so you can check that out. Okay, And then, of course, kung if may runner-up ako, if ever magsisimula kayo mga investments, wala pa kayong investment portfolio, do not place all your money in one. Runner-up ko po, if wala pa kayong VUL, right? So, variable unit link insurance. Kung wala pa kayong insurance, please get one. Right? Kasi yung lahat ng investments nyo, if something happens to you, if magkasakit kayo ng critical illness, maubos lahat yan. Masasayang lang ang panahon nyo. This case, if ever may VUL kayo, if something happens, kung maka-cancer kayo, etc., knock on wood, sana man hindi. But just in case, if that happens, your si insurance ang magbabayad ng medicals mo, etc., and then your assets are intact para naman po, hindi masayang ang panahon ninyo sa pag-i-invest. Okay? So, it will stay intact kahit may mangyari man sa inyo. If nothing happens to you, then it is a long-term investment. By the time you retire, you can use the money, pwede nyo withdraw, or you can let it grow and grow and grow. So, kunin nyo lang po as a pension, yung tubo ng insurance ninyo. Okay, Alvin G. So, that's the topic. I want to go to the comments really quick, and then after this, we'll talk about the stock market already. Alvin G, good morning. Sir Lloyd, good morning then. John Philip Urquiza, how about Beep, sir? What is your insight? I haven't read about Beep yet. I'll write this down. I'll check this out today, okay? Si Beep. What's your insights? John Philip Urquiza, good morning, Cebu, by the way. It's good to be back. Good morning, John. Interested ako sa mangisda.org. Please check it out. Ako mismo nagmamanage dyan. For the financial side at the very least. Yung dad ko, National Director siya ng BFAR. His expertise are into sa fisheries. Siya po ang pinapadala ng BFAR for seminars to teach Filipino the modern way of fishing, and that's what we are applying in mangisda.org. Right? And it's backed up by the government. Right? Makikita niyo po sa Facebook page na yan. Tinutulungan po tayo ng government dyan. Wala po maliban maliban lang kung inilagay nyo na pera ay hindi extra money kasi later on magagamit lang po ninyo, makukuha ninyo before maturity. Tama po yan. That's for MP2 program. How much po ang opening for mangisda.org? Sir, as low as 6,500. Yan po ang pinakamaliit na pwedeng ipasok sa mangisda.org. Disadvantage of mangisda.org is it's only available whenever there is a cage that is opening. Hindi po unlimited ang farm. Right? There are only projects are only available right now, puno pa po siya ngayon. January, mag-open po tayo ng 2 cage, so abangan nyo po yan. So mag-ipon na kayo, ipunin nyo muna yung 13th month ninyo, and watch out for January para po sa mangisda.org, right? So, yan. Right, so that's it for the topic. I hope you've learned a lot about passive income. Please do consider if you really want to what do you call this? If you really want to be financially free, practice your investment nose, right? Maghanap po kayo ng mangamoy po kayo ng mga magandang investments, and it becomes a habit until na you'll soon realize that the income that you're receiving from your passive income is already very good, right? That is how you attain financial freedom, right? Meron akong I talked to someone personally yesterday. He sent me a message na, Sir Lloyd, meron akong 100,000 dito. Saan ko po ba ito ilalagay? So I told him about it. Sabi niya, Sir Lloyd, may nag-ano sa akin, nagsabi sa akin na lagay ko daw sa real estate investment. So I told him, real estate is a good investment. But if uutangin mo lang naman, because you only have 100,000, pang down lang yan. Kung utangin mo lang naman, then it's not good. Okay? Real estate investment is good. That is why lagay niyo po dito sa mga maliliit na investments first, so that after 5 years, mas mabilis itong tumubo. You now have bulk money that you can invest in real estate. That is how you transition into real estate. Pero kung kakasimula nyo pa lang, huwag nyo po pipilitin sa real estate. Okay? Huwag muna. Right? Yung maliliit na pera ninyo, lagay nyo muna sa mga maliliit na investments na tumutubo rin naman. I tell you, real estate is also around 8 to 10% annual returns din po yan. It's the same. Pero ang ganda lang po ng real estate is mahahawakan nyo po at makikita nyo po. But it's the same returns. Right? Kung magre-real estate investments man lang kayo, huwag nyo po utangin. Right? Stay away from debts, especially in investments. Huwag kayo utang as much as possible for investments. Okay? Mahirap po yan. Mahirap po lumabas dyan. Okay, so here, on your small amounts, put it on small investments. MP2 program, 500 a month lang. Why not? Diba? Para ka na rin nagpa-real estate yan. Right? FARMON.PH, SEEDIN, and then eToro copy trading. Remember lang, because eToro is high risk, high reward, malaki po ang rewards dyan, and it's very convenient, malaki rin po ang risk. So, if this 13th month bonus na ipambibili mo lang sana ng iPhone, which is something that pwedeng mawala, pwedeng mag-degrade, right? Mawala agad ng value. So, this is money you can afford to lose. So, instead, ibili mo ng bagong iPhone, lagay mo na lang sa eToro na copy trading because this is money you can afford to lose. Wala namang purpose tong pera na ito. Kundi pamporma lang sana. So, lagay mo sa eToro. So, that's the best way to invest in it. Okay. Let's go to the stock market, right? So, tapos na yung topic natin. I hope you learned a lot about passive income for your 13th month, passive income investments for your 13th month pay. Let's go to the stock market. Update lang tayo sa international market. So, our portfolio, we are up again for yesterday. Nabenta na po natin si Microsoft. Statistics natin, kahapon, less than 1% pa ito. And then now, we are already up 1.44% for December. We're right on track to close 10% for December. So, congratulations sa mga nagka-copy trade sa atin. Actually, ako po, nagpapakopya po ako. And the statistics are what they call this are visible and transparent to everyone. Makikita niyo po ang performance ko, and I always show you my portfolio, ano mga pinapasukan ko, even the amount of money that I have here. This is not nagko-copy trade lang ang main na account ko dito, so whatever I do here, yun rin, dun din ang percentage na kinikita, right? So here, since pinapakita ko to the public, I do not place my entire money here, right? Sa isang account ko lang na nagka-copy trade lang dito. So, it's still the same gains naman, right? But because I'm just making this public, that's why hindi ko linalagyan na malaking pera. Pero, ayan, international market, if you wanna check out NASDAQ 100, alright, so wala dyan. So, let's go for NASDAQ 100. So, NASDAQ 100, yesterday, no, hindi na ang taong yan, NASDAQ. NSDQ 100. So, charts. So, yesterday, si NASDAQ, all-time high na naman. Right, habang si PSE bumagsak na bumagsak. Hindi siya nag-all-time high, but another green for NASDAQ. But Apple, AAPL, yan si Apple kahapon, nag-all-time high na naman si Apple, right? Pinakamataas niya narating for all-time, right? So, these companies are doing well. The indexes in the international market are doing well. So, yan po isa sa rason bakit si PSEI is going down. Right, hindi po makagalaw si PSEI. Yesterday, pula na naman si PSEI, sadly. Pula yung bar niya, but overall, it's a positive. But that's because wala po tayong net foreign na investors. Usually, millions na nakikita natin dito, diba? But yesterday was a very big net foreign selling. Negative 1 billion po ang selling sa atin, meaning lumalabas pa rin po yung investors. So we're still expecting the market to drop even further. Siguro mga 7.5. PSE is very a hard place to trade. Right? If you want to go trading, dun po kayo sa international market, sa eToro po kayo mag-trade. Kasi pag-green lang ng pag-green ang mga stocks doon. Right? Habang dito, pahirapan. Right? We talked about MWC yesterday. We were expecting a green for MWC. I told you it is gonna be very volatile. So, yan po. Laki ng volume yesterday ng bounce. So, I think this could be a sign of reversals. But I could be wrong, right? You don't have to go aggressive in this. Hindi pa tapos ang mga issues sa MWC with Ayalas and Mr. Pangilinan. So, it's gonna be still very challenging. So, if ever hindi po kayo marunong mag-day trade, stay away from these stocks muna. Sa DMC rin, alright, I told you, magbabounce sa DMC anytime soon, nag-bounce nga. So, that's a good entry for DMC. It's a breakout. I'd say yes, DMC is already a buy. MPI, sumama lang naman ito sa DMC, MWC. So, these stocks are also good. Even AC recovered because of these things. Okay, so I have two recommendations for our market right now. Number one is MAC. Right, so recommend ko po sa inyo si Macro Asia for today. Okay, Macro Asia pula sa yesterday. I did recommend Macro Asia yesterday. May magandang news and it's already a buy signal for us for Macro Asia. Pula siya yesterday, but look at the volume, right? So the prices basically did not move, but volumes maintained at this level. Volume increased, prices maintained. So that's a very bullish signal. Let me open my one of my cheat sheets. Please ready your screenshots. Let me go to Financial Freedom 101 research. Alright, so this is called the price and volume relation, right? Price volume relation. So what is the price doing and what is the volume telling you? Makita nyo po dito. So please do a screenshot. Right, so if there's no change in price but the volume is increasing, it's a bullish signal. That's a sign of accumulation, right? So there is someone accumulating the stock, not someone or a group of people. If the price is increasing and the volume is increasing, then that's also bullish. If the price is increasing but the volume is decreasing, that's a bearish sign. Increase in price is not supported by volume. So yun po ibig sabihin yan. So understand that. Now we're looking at this. No change and the volume is increasing. That's a sign of accumulation. That's what's happening with Macro Asia, right? Before that, I already had the signal for Macro Asia na divergence dito. So that's a buy signal. That's why I recommended Macro Asia yesterday. So that's already a buy. Bumaba siya. So any green soon, it should be a good time to buy Macro Asia already. And then, ang kagandahan nito, very low risk. We have a very clear support right here at around 16.66. Use that as your support just in case mali tayo, right? Because pwede po kayo magkamali sa stock market. Just in case mali tayo, you can cut your losses at a very minimal loss, right? Very good position. This is very good for trading right now. I strongly recommend Macro Asia for today. MRC. So MRC, my second pick for today. I was waiting for I recommended MRC. No. Yeah, we did talk about MRC and this divergence right here. So MRC did a rally, then pull back and bounce. So that's a good entry already for MRC. We are looking at very good volume already. So MRC is getting attention now. So I think MRC is gonna start to climb up already. Volume is already there. So maganda na ito accumulation. Sideways movement ni MRC. So I'm recommending MRC for today. Low risk entries, MRC and MAC for today. Okay. I'll go to the comments dyan. Philip Arquiza, oy, Sir John, morning. Right. Robert Pelay, Sir Neserio, Sir, may topic ba kayo tungkol sa dead cat bounce? Wala eh. A dead cat bounce is a very hard trading strategy. Meron akong video about that. It's basically like a dead cat bounce. You can take advantage of it. It's called the waterfall strategy. I'm not sure if it's still up, but anyways, yan yung nangyari kay BTC today, Bitcoin, right? I think this is a dead cat bounce. Right, so it dropped yesterday, then suddenly surged up. So I can't say if ever what this is yet. So we'll wait for further confirmation if BTC, most probably kasi yung mga dead cat bounce bull traps yun eh. So be careful with those, right? Always wait for a reversal signal talaga. Right. Win Andes, good morning. God bless, good morning din. Jemar Cancio, good morning Sir Lloyd. Ask ko lang halimbawa if nag-copy trade na ako sa'yo, kailangan ba din akong mag-antay sa'yo kung kailan mo i-sell or pwede na rin ba ako na lang mag-sell? Sure. Right. So sa copy trading kasi, right, very good question. So we talked about copy trading earlier. Again, if you create an account, please use my link. That's a very big help. Sa copy trading kasi, it's passive income. I call it passive income because wala na kayong iisipin dyan. Ako na magbabay ng stocks, ako na magbebenta. So whatever I do in my portfolio, for example, I use 10% of my portfolio to buy Microsoft, right? So sa inyo rin, yung pera ninyo, 10% of that will be buying Microsoft also, right? Alam nyo, kakabenta ko lang na Microsoft the past few days, right? So automatically, nabenta rin yung Microsoft nyo. So, wala na po kayong iisipin sa copy trading. That's why I call it passive income, because you don't have to think about anything at all. Ako na po bahala mag-buy, ako na po bahala mag-sell. Right? But there's so many people you can copy trade out there. Wag lang po ako. Right? Mas marami pa po mas magaling na trader sa akin. I appreciate that you're copy trading me. Anyways, I'm keeping my port public naman. So, nakikita nyo naman talaga ang mga galaw ko. But anyways, marami po ang pwede nyo pong kopyahin. Mas malaking chances of winning, mas marami ang kokopyahin ninyo. Ayun, going back, look comments. Again, wala na kayo isipin sa copy trading. That's why it's passive income for you guys, right? One of the best passive income out there. Junior Aquino, thanks po. More power, Sir Lloyd. Again, PCG insights, please. Should I sell already? PCG, right? Tinignan natin yan in the international market. Procter, PG Corp, Procter & Gamble. Ito ba yun? Procter & Gamble, di ba? PG yun. Si PCG, iba pala yun. Right, so PCG, right. So one of my favorite technical analysis that I always share with you guys is the MA20, this middle line right here, right? So whenever it touches the upper Bollinger Bands, do not enter it above, right? Huwag niyo po papasukin sa taas. Antayin niyo po mag-pull back, and then dito po sa MA20, yun yung pasukin. I would say yes, mas weaker na signals niya ngayon, so you can sell it already. But look at that, technical analysis. If ever nahihirapan po kayo sa PSE mag-trade, do not blame yourself. Hindi po kayo mali, right? Technical analysis is there, but technical analysis is really built on or based on a healthy market, right? Kung healthy ang market movement, malaki ang volume, wala namang problema sa economy, etc. Technical analysis are reliable. Okay? Sa PSE, we don't have a healthy market right now. Ang dami net foreign selling, etc. So it's not a bullish market. And it's very low volume, very low liquidity market. Napakanipis lang po ng PSE. Gaano po kaliit ang PSE? Sa volume, yung volume po ng PSE, yung value ng PSE is just Netflix in the international market, right? So yung buong Pilipinas na stock market, si Netflix lang po yan sa international world. That is how small PSE is. That's why it's very hard to trade there. And mind you, we have Netflix already, right? So Netflix natin 10% gains na. So congratulations sa mga kumukopya sa akin, right? Basically, yung value ni Netflix again kasing same as PSEI. Okay? So same as PSE. So that's how small our market is. That's how small Philippine Stock Exchange is. That's why it's very hard to gain in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Also, what makes PSE not a healthy market is because wala pong short selling sa PSE, right? Kung walang short selling, hindi nababalance out yung market, so jockeys are always there. So ang hirap mag-trade sa PSE. Right, if you wanna learn trading, hindi naman po na sinisiraan ko si PSE. It's just that if you wanna earn, then I will guide you to where the money is, right? So I tell you, ang hirap po. Kahit sila Z-Freaks, not bad mounting anyone, kahit sila Z-Freaks, nahihirapan sa PSE. And nakapansin nyo po, nasa international market na po nagtatrade sila Z-Freaks. It's very hard in the PSE right now. Technical analysis are most probably gonna be failing you, right? So yeah, insights. Should I sell already for PCG? This is from Junior Aquino. Congratulations for your win in PCG. Yes, it's time to sell for PCG. Junior Aquino, insights po kay Google, please. Let's check out Google. Si Google napakataas na, right? Google. Ayan. Alphabet. Alright, so charts, Google, I'm discouraging you from entering Google already. All-time high na si Google the past few days, and it's starting to do a pullback already. We are seeing bearish, bearish signals on the RSI already. Pababa ni RSI niya. So, momentum is dying down, right? I don't want to recommend it anymore, okay? Yung highs niya hindi na nagta-touch sa upper Bollinger Band. So, it's weakening already. It's not time to enter it. Antayin natin ang susunod na pullbacks. These are the good pullbacks of Google. Sayang hindi ko napasok sa Google. Kung pinasok ko ito, laki sana ng gains natin. But anyways, nakapasok naman tayo kay Microsoft, so that's still okay. So Google is not a buy. Sean Salumbidas, morning Sir Lloyd. Time check, it's 9:22. Bilisan ko lang guys ha. Morning Sean. John Paul, good morning Sir Lloyd. Ang ganda na international market last night. 25% gains na ako. Congratulations. Jake Paul. Be like Jake Paul. Trade in the international market. Mag-trade tayo sa eToro. Again, please use my link. Sana tuloy-tuloy from PSEI. Transfer ako ng international market. Thank you Sir Lloyd. At nakilala ko ang eToro sa international market dahil sa iyo. God bless. You're welcome po. That's why I'm sharing this one to everyone. Rayalni Naga, ano name nyo sa eToro? Sir Lloyd, gusto ko mag-copy trade sa iyo. El Bazaar. You can search for El Bazaar. Coach, wala nang bagong promo sa eToro na. Wala pa for the meantime eh. Junior Aquino, thanks so much on your insights. Great. You're welcome, Junior Aquino. Alright, so PSEI, I don't want to encourage recommending, but kung gusto niyo pong pumasok, bottom picks po tayo for PSEI. That's the best strategy for this kind of market. And yung mga bottom picks na nakita ko is MRC and Macro Asia for you guys. Pero test buy muna ha. These, yung mga positions na binigay ko sa inyo is not yet on an uptrend. Remember, in trading, the trend is your friend. Those are not yet on an uptrend, so you don't have to go aggressive on them. Buy some lang. If ever it starts to go on an uptrend, then that's where you go aggressive and put more money in it. Pag uptrend na. Okay? So, hopefully, you learned a lot for today's topic. If ever na-miss nyo po yung topic, this is recorded naman, so you can always watch the replay. Nasa unahan po kasi yung topic natin about top 5 passive investments for your 13th month pay. So please watch the replay of the video so that you can watch it. I'll see you again tomorrow, and as always, let's get rich together. Bye everyone.